In Austin, I'm Mark Mullins. After days of gathering public feedback, Texas lawmakers are moving forward with their push to draw a new congressional district map. The Senate held a public hearing Tuesday, and just like in the chamber's previous 3 hearings, all of the testimony happened virtually. 67 people spoke virtually. Lawmakers will use that feedback as they look to make changes to the congressional map. Here's Daniel Perot.
Gerrymandering is not just unfair, it's dangerous.
An intensifying fight.
I am in favor of redistricting.
Over representation.
And we deserve a voice. That's all we're asking.
The hearing focused on West Texas and El Paso.
It's increasingly Latino, making it even more critical that our representatives in Washington reflect the diversity in the future.
President Donald Trump wants Texas to secure 5 more Republican seats in the U.S. House of Representatives.
We're undermining our democratic principles for the benefit of one individual and one administration.
Earlier this month, the U.S. Department of Justice raised concern about the current map, saying 4 majority-minority districts were drawn based on race. The state has defended the current map in court. Committee Chair State Senator Phil King says it was drawn fairly.
I don't agree with the DOJ letter, but I haven't seen their underlying facts to it.
Prompting Democrats to question why redistricting is needed.
These witnesses have every right to call the process racist, because it is racist, Mr. Chairman.
UT professor and former state representative Sherry Greenberg says when it comes to congressional districts,
it's strictly a numbers game.
In Texas, congressional districts have to have a population close to 766,000. The ideal population, which you get by dividing the population by the number of congressional districts, 38. That's why some, like District 23, which stretches from El Paso to San Antonio, are huge, while others in big cities are small.
You can get down to the level of a single house.
The move, Greenberg says, could be politically risky for Republicans.
There also could be a risk that you make the margin of Republicans so thin in some of these districts that, it's difficult to win.
And that was Daniel Perot reporting. The Senate committee is expected to consider whether to formally subpoena a DOJ attorney to come testify about why Texas needs to draw a new map. King says he will share potential new maps with the committee once he gets them. There will be more hearings when lawmakers take up those maps. Family and friends gathered at Marble Falls High School Tuesday to honor the life and memory of volunteer Fire Chief Michael Phillips. Chief Phillips disappeared on July 5th while responding to flood rescues. Crews are still searching for him, but he has not been found. Burnett County asked everyone to lower their flags to half-staff Tuesday in honor of Chief Phillips. Travis County commissioners gave us an update on the scope of the damage from the July 4th weekend floods. The county estimates up to 200 structures were damaged. 79 of them have major damage, and between 25 and 30 were destroyed or washed away. Crews have cleared 38,000 cubic yards of debris. That's nearly 3,200 dump trucks full. The school year is fast approaching, and as immigration enforcement continues in Central Texas, one local nonprofit says they're going to continue to provide families in need no matter their citizenship status. Here's Kelsey Sanchez.
Chanel Cervantes is getting ready for a presentation. She's a camper and intern at El Buen Samaritano, the Good Samaritan. It's a nonprofit group which also serves as a summer camp.
I help coordinate all the things we do. I help serve meals, and I just monitor.
Cervantes and some of her fellow campers are gearing up for a new adventure, high school.
I'm looking forward to making new friends because some of the friends I already had in middle school, they're going to other high schools.
And Cervantes isn't the only one prepping. Staff at El Buen are loading 1,000 backpacks filled with school supplies for this Saturday's back-to-school drive. It's an annual event CEO Rosa Maria Murillo says is for the entire community, though the majority of the families they serve are Latinos.
It's very important for us to let them know that we stand with them and that we're here for them.
Because as students and teachers enter the new school year, they're not just coming in with first day jitters.
I'm just really worried for all the other people that have lost their families. I just feel like if we don't show that we're scared and if we just keep moving on with our daily lives, then it'll hopefully go back to normal.
Murillo says she knows of other nonprofit partners who have gone into hiding out of fear that immigration officers could show up to their events. But that's not something she said Ed Buen is going to do.
Oftentimes we are one of the only places that they have to come and access. So as long as they're coming, we're going to stand here and provide those services. And if they don't, we will go seek them out.
So the focus will be just like every year, serving kids and doing what they can do to provide supplies when families can't. In South Austin, Kelsey Sanchez, KVUE News.
Cedar Park-based Firefly Aerospace is taking off toward the stock market. The space and defense technology company announced the launch of its roadshow for an initial public offering. Firefly plans to sell more than 16 million shares priced between $35 and $39 each. It will trade under the ticker symbol FLY on the NASDAQ. Firefly recently achieved the first fully successful commercial moon landing. It also is the only commercial company that can launch a satellite to orbit with just 24-hour notice. Austin's fire chief defended a proposal to cut minimum staffing on trucks from 4 to 3. That's one way the city's trying to cut down on its $33 million deficit in the upcoming budget. Here's Adam Bennett.
Since 2018, when one of these engine trucks gets called out, you'll see at least 4 Austin firefighters on board. That could change.
I have enough bodies. I don't have enough bodies coming to work.
Austin Fire Chief Joel Baker was at Tuesday's City Council work session.
My goal here is to keep every fire station open, staffed with personnel.
Taking questions from council members.
I personally have never worked anywhere where there's a 40% call-out rate.
About proposed changes to the department's staffing model. Under the plan, 5 firefighters would still be scheduled each shift. But when absenteeism goes above 25%, minimum staffing on engine trucks would drop from 4 people to 3. Aerials, rescues, Quints, and ESD-4 would continue with 4-person staffing.
I'm not saying put my firefighter in harm's way. I'm saying allow me as the fire chief to manage the fire department. It would give them the time off that they need to work on their mental illness that they tell me they have.
The chief said staffing would still exceed national standards. The previous week, some firefighters joined union leaders to protest the cutback.
All of these things are set in place because people have died in the past.
Congratulations.
Later that week, 40 cadets graduated from the Austin Fire Academy, filling vacancies amid a heated debate.
I don't want to balance the budget in a way that makes our firefighters feel less safe.
Now in motion.
And those are the headlines in Austin. I'm Mark Mullins.